What's going on, everybody? DStyleBoxing here. Thanks to those joining me live and to those that'll be joining me on archive. Well, let's talk about this. This actually has to concern boxing, so it kind of goes with DStyleBoxing, you know. But it has a lot to do with y'all's president, right? Let's go ahead and talk about y'all's president real quick. Just a little bit. Man, y'all's president is on fire, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. A lot of shit going on. First of all, I gotta crack myself up with all these I got the third eye open people, like the people that think they're all like, you know, like they got everything figured out. Like, you know, there's nothing more hilarious if people think that they have everything figured out. Like they got the third eye open, and you know they're the 1%ers and like all this other bullshit. You know what I mean? But they believe all of Donald Trump shit. You know, there's nothing funnier than that to me. There just isn't. You know, there's nothing funnier than that to me. You know, we got a Cherokee Indian out here. You know, talking about how Donald Trump is doing all these great things and how he's trying to end racism and do great things for everybody except Native Americans. You know, because when it comes to driving, okay, enforcing pipelines and, you know, for rich white men, right? Not for the benefit of everybody, just rich old white people, right? So they can make more money, put more money in their pockets, including Donald Trump's pockets, because he got money invested in that shit, okay? He's got money invested in those pipelines himself and those oil companies that run that shit. And it just so happens these are the people that donated millions of dollars to Donald Trump's campaign. No, it's all good. Oh, it doesn't matter then. Like, you know, it's well, he's trampling over the sacred lands of Native Americans, right? But that's all good, you know. He's Donald Trump, and I got the third eye open. Fucking idiots. A lot of you dudes that have been talking like all this nonsense for years, that you know everything and stuff. But then you believe everything this dumbass says. And get the fuck out of here. You start to believe what an orange orangutan is telling you. Let me tell you something. Let's talk about y'all's press real quick. All right? I'm talking about Donald Trump. Let's see here. Oh, man. Yeah. First of all, if you're listening to archive, thumbs up the video and leave a comment and tell me what you think. All right? Let me say this really quick. So y'all's president has pardoned Jack Johnson, right? Now, what's crazy to me is the unbelievable credit he's getting for this, right? I mean, it's unbelievable. Honestly, it is, right? So first, let's talk about the merits of the issue. So should Jack Johnson be pardoned? Yes, he should be pardoned, right? There's, without a shadow of a doubt, he should be pardoned. Without question, he should be pardoned. Not only should he be pardoned, he's owed an apology, okay, which he has not received. He didn't receive an apology, okay? This is a photo op. This whole thing, it wasn't about Jack Johnson. It was about Donald Trump, right? But let's say you disagree and you love Trump, so that's not true, right? So yes, okay, fine. He should have been. The truth is, yes, okay, and I've been saying this for years. Of course he should be pardoned, right? Of course I scratched my head and wonder, well, why hasn't anybody done this? This is a slam dunk. This is the easiest pardon ever. There has never been an easier pardon to make. A more obvious pardon has not been available, all right? Now he's also pardoned, you know, racists like that Arpaio dude, okay? But that's a different story. In this case, pardon Jack Johnson, politics aside, it's something that had to be done, right? The sooner it was done, the better, right? Now, the funny part is this part, right? You got a bunch of people like, yo, Sylvester Stallone gave him a call and he let him know what's up, right? He explained everything to Trump. And then Trump was like, oh, that's a good idea. We should definitely pardon, right? So you're telling me Donald Trump had no idea who the fuck this dude was? Like, he didn't know who Jack Johnson was until Sylvester Stallone picked up the phone, called him, and told him. Until Sylvester Stallone told him, hey, we should pardon this dude. Donald Trump was like, oh, yeah, we should do that, right? So that's a red flag number one, right? This is a dude that is pardoning somebody based off of a phone call. That's number one, all right? All right, but hey, he gets the brownie points anyway. Fine, all right? I give him the brownie points, right? At least he did something right. Okay, there you go. Give him the brownie points. So anyway, he invites a bunch of dudes over, which is very predictable, by the way, right? I know Deontay Wilder was there, right? And Lennox Lewis was there. They invited the British heavyweight champion, right? The heavyweight champ that was from England, right? Now, not Anthony Joshua. They invited Lennox Lewis, all right? I don't think Trump knows who Anthony Joshua is, to be honest with you. You know, I don't think he knows who he is. I just don't. I don't think he knows who he is. I think he probably just asked me, hey, this is going to be tremendous. I want the current heavyweight champion. Is he black? Get him here. Just invited fucking Deontay Wilder. That's what happened. But anyway, let's just give him the brownie points. So anyway, he invited a bunch of dudes over, Sylvester Stallone over, and they do this huge photo op, right? And he just signs a piece of paper. He didn't work on the piece of paper. All he did was sign it, right? Let's just be clear about this. That's all he did. He just signed a piece of paper, right? Now, the great part. This is the great part, right? You got to do, like, some of you dudes out here are weird, man. Like, this is weird. This is some weird dudes. You know, it's like I live in the real world, and then I come on YouTube and listen to some shit, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Some people are here are just weird, man, right? Some of you dudes are doing victory laps. Like, I never seen this type of shit before, ever. Some of you guys are doing victory laps, okay? Like, you're going around, both arms in the air, yeah, fist pumping, because Deontay Wilder was present for the parting of Jack Johnson, right? I mean, you're just going around celebrating this fact. Like, this is, I never seen something like this, right? And the videos are out right now. It's like, aha! What are you Deontay Wilder fans going to say now, huh? Like, I'm just like, what? What does this have to do with anything? So he was there, right, for to celebrate the fact that the injustice that was done years ago has finally been officially rectified, right? In the year 2018, right? Now, let's put aside the fact that since he signed this piece of paper, you got a bunch of dudes like saying that Trump has officially ended racism in the country because he signed this piece of paper, all right, of this wrongdoing that was done to Jack Johnson. I mean, this is insane, right? I mean, this dude will pardon Jack Johnson. They're giving him credit for ending racism in the country, right? Or trying to end all racism and this, that, and third, right? He won't do nothing about the unarmed murders of minorities. Like he'll celebrate cops. He'll tell cops to be more vicious, right? But when it comes to, pardon, Jack Johnson, the dude that's been dead, that it's a given, it's a slam dunk. Of course you pardon this dude. He's getting credit for ending racism. All right. Let's really analyze this. I want to talk to the people doing victory laps. Like, I just want to understand what you're celebrating exactly, right? I know it's a got you, right? because Deontay Wilder is in the same room with Donald Trump, right? When they're pardoning, but keep in mind, the only one that could do the pardon is the president of the U.S., right? So he happens to be there. And for some reason, because he's there when they're doing the pardon of Jack Johnson, right? And he states something that's actually a fact. Like when he said, hey, nobody else pardoned him, Trump's the one that pardoned him, right? Well, that's true. Like that's actually true. That's a factual statement. That's all that is, right? But because he's in the same room, right? And he happens to agree with the fact that this dude should be pardoned, right? All of a sudden, like you're expecting a bunch of Deontay Wilder fans to have these elaborate explanations when the explanation is very simple, right? It's not that difficult to explain why Deontay Wilder is in the same room as Donald Trump. It's because they had a common goal here, right? They were there for the same reason. They both believe that Jack Johnson should be pardoned, right? So for example, if Donald Trump came out and said, I'm against child molestation, right? I'm not going to come on here just because I don't like Trump and be like, no, Trump is wrong. Child molestation is the way to go. No, right? That's stupid, right? So if Donald Trump, regardless of the reason, says we should pardon Jack Johnson, I'm not going to just say just because I don't like Trump, right? I'm not going to say, oh, no, that's stupid. Why should we do that? Like, that's dumb, right? You don't just go with the opposite of what Trump says. If Trump says jumping off the second floor of a building is a bad idea, right? Let's up the ante. Jumping off the 10th floor of a building is a terrible idea. Let's say Trump said that. I'm not going to come out and say, no, that's a great idea. Trump's full of shit. Do the opposite of whatever Trump says. No, that's not the way it works, all right? It's not. Just like when Obama had this idea, right, that we should cover all people regardless of income, right, if they're sick. If somebody's sick, we should cover them. Well, that's an idea I agree with. Not a lot of you, just because you don't like Obama, right? It was more than that. No, fuck Obama. Opposite of whatever Obama says, I'm in favor of the opposite because Fox News told me, right? Well, that's stupid. That's dumb, right? Okay, you can have a common goal about things, regardless of who the person is, right? The reality is, he is in that office, right? And he's there to support the fact that, Jack Johnson is being pardoned. That's why he's there. Let's not make him more than what it is. And he happens to agree with the fact that he should be pardoned. Now, furthermore, now that he was there, people are going to ask, who's that guy, right? They're going to ask who that guy is. And when they start looking who that guy is, and they look up with the fact that he supported athletes that have taken a knee at football games, all right, they may not like him anymore, right? The side that says that they want to end racism and this, that, and the third and fight for our rights, that side, all of a sudden they're not going to like him, right? But that's not my problem. See, a lot of you wouldn't support Obama if he found the cure for cancer, right? Like you wouldn't support. Like it's insane, right? Like there's many things I agree with Trump on. There's many things I disagree with Trump on, right? There's actually a few things I agree with Trump on. But nonetheless, if I agree with him on some, right? If tomorrow Donald Trump announces that he's going to get rid of NAFTA like he promised he would, but he didn't, right? If he actually pulled it off, if he got rid of NAFTA, DStyleBoxing would be in the fucking White House. I'll be in the White House right next to Donald Trump. I'll shake his hand and I'll say, getting rid of NAFTA is a fucking great idea. I hate this orange motherfucker next to me, but this shit is great. Right? If Donald Trump got all the troops out of all these countries that we shouldn't be in, right? I would be right there. I'll be right there. Yo, I support what the fuck this dude's doing. He's getting rid of he's getting the troops out of the country, right? He's getting them out of these other countries that we shouldn't be in, right? I don't like the motherfucker, but I agree with what he's doing, okay? You could agree with someone's policy, but not like the guy, right? It doesn't mean you're going to vote for him or support him, but you could agree with his policy on certain issues. That's possible. It's not that complicated. You guys, like, this is... Do you want an authoritarian leader? Do you want someone to tell you what to think and you agree with everything they say? Do you realize and understand how impossible it is for just two individuals to agree on everything? You're telling me that masses of people could agree with everything Donald Trump says? You know how unlikely that realistically is? Unless they're just authoritarians and just believe whatever the fuck this dude's saying. Right? It doesn't matter to me, right? Like, you guys are overreading this. Now let's be honest, okay? Let's be very honest. I mean, let's just get out here. Let's put this out in the open, right? This is just a flat out truth. And I'm getting this from some of the videos I recently seen. All right? All this is because some of you guys have listened to some videos of guys that are supporting Deontay Wilder over this Anthony Joshua thing, okay? That's what it is. Let's just be honest, okay? Now, I know that you guys are kind of butthurt that Anthony Joshua wasn't invited, but a retired fighter like Lennox Lewis was, right? But let's leave that aside for a moment, okay? I just honestly don't think Trump knows who this guy is, but let's just put that aside, right? Let's just put that aside. All this is, all right, is you guys trying to prove a point, right? But in reality, you're telling on yourselves. Right? You're exposing how obsessed you are, right, with what other people or groups of people are saying. Okay? That's all that shows me at the end of the day. I don't care, right? I just don't. I don't care that Wilder was there. I just don't, right? Let me tell you this crazy story. There's actually a dude here on the internet that does videos, right? Now, this is the crazy part. And one day I might do a video about it just because it's unbelievable to me, right? It honestly is. And this is the God honest truth. This is going to sound unbelievable, but it is, okay? This dude does videos till this day talking about how Obama was terrible for the country and he was this and that. And look, I have my gripes with Obama myself, but I mean, this is over the top. Now, Trump is perfect. Trump is great. Trump does no wrong, according to this guy, okay? Now, one of his biggest gripes is Obamacare. He hates Obamacare with a passion, right? But here's the craziest part. This part, even when I say it, people are not going to believe it, but it's insane, right? I was in the chat once when he was doing a live feed, just because I was just curious, okay? And I was just questioning him on some stuff he had said before. Like, he had mentioned that he's from a low-income family, and he had gotten surgery, right? And because of the Affordable Care Act, right, his life was saved. So let's just, and he admits it. He admitted it in the live on Google Hangout. This dude admitted, word for word, he said, Obamacare saved my life. That's what he said. Now, I couldn't believe it, right? He said, if it wasn't for Obamacare, I would be dead. That's what this dude said, all right? And he literally said, but I'm still against Obamacare. I am in favor of repealing Obamacare as we know it. Okay, this is a dude that has taken pictures of his back, of this crazy spinal surgery he got that he would not be able to afford unless it was for Obamacare. That's just a reality. And he admits to it, right? And even though he admits he would be dead, he wouldn't be on YouTube complaining about anything. He would be dead. He would be 6 feet under. But because he hates Obama so much, he is against it. Right? Like, make no mistake about it. If Trump is in favor of something that's going to save my fucking life, I'm not going to be against whatever that thing is just because I don't like Trump. All right? Of course, I'm going to be in favor of something that's going to save lives. Of course, I'm in favor of peace over there in North Korea. Okay? Of course, I'm in favor of ending the wars, of ending the bombings. All right? Of course, I'm in favor of that. Just like when he repealed TPP, I came on here and I gave him credit. Now, granted, he lied. Okay, the dude's a liar. He has put provisions of TPP in NAFTA in his quote-unquote renegotiation. So he's doing it anyway. At least Obama was saying he was for it, okay, trying to pass it. I disagreed with it tremendously. This dude is trying to be slick about it and trying to put it down people's noses. This is absolutely insane, right? Some people out there need to honestly reevaluate yourselves, right? You need to look at yourselves in the mirror and really ask yourselves, why are you, a grown-ass man, okay, doing the victory lap, okay, and overanalyzing the fact that Wilder is in the Oval Office, okay, to support the fact that Jack Johnson's going to get pardoned, right? That doesn't mean he's not campaigning, okay? Well, when I see him out there in the campaign trail, okay, saying vote for Trump or some shit like that, okay, that's not what he's doing. And if he did that, that's his prerogative, whatever. But that's not what he's doing. He's not. Like, this is insane. Honestly, it is. Now, something that's off topic here. It's off topic, but let me talk about the NRA, man. I am saying this as a gun owner myself, right? I own guns. But the NRA is a fucking disease to this country. Honestly, it is. They're not just here to talk about these dudes, fearmonger up to it's unbelievable. There was another school shooting today. You know that, right? There was another damn school shooting today. You guys worried about ISIS and other? You don't got to worry about these Muslim terrorists and all. Like, you got young white males shooting up schools every other day in this country. You don't got to be worried about terrorists, right? That's not what you got to be worried about. And no, I'm not blaming all white people. Stop being stupid. I'm just pointing that out for a reason, okay? Because let's be honest, all right? If these shooters were Muslim, right, we'd be bombing like 10 other Muslim countries right now, all right? Okay, we'd have Muslims in freaking concentration camps right now, right? But let's just say this really quick, right? The NRA, crossed the line to no end the other day to me. All right. I know a lot of you believe that the Second Amendment is the most important amendment. No, it's not. Right. The most important amendment is freedom of speech. By far. By far, it's the most important amendment. The NRA is going out here, right? And they're trying to push Congress to pass laws, okay, to restrict news outlets on how, right, they can talk about school shootings, report on school shootings, right? Because the media is now the media is responsible for all the shootings, right? Because the media is covering the shootings that are happening. They're responsible for the fact that they keep happening, according to the NRA, which is insane to me. How can we not talk about the shootings that happen, right? How could you not do that? Could you imagine like 10 kids get shot up in the school and the media doesn't talk about it? That would be criminal. You got to talk about that. Well, what do you mean you're not going to report that? All right? You have to report that. What do you mean you're not going to report it? That is an attack on the First Amendment. That's what that is. Right? What's you guys that support the NRA are constitutional this and constitutional that? You don't know the Constitution, right? You cannot tell a news outlet on how to report on school shootings or mass shootings. You can't do that. You know that's stupid. And a lot of things you probably think I'm joking, but go to their Twitter page or Facebook page. That's what they want to do, right? We can't fix this gun problem, you know. Now, look, I'm not that dude that says get rid of all guns. That's not me. That's not whoever that is. That's not me, right? I don't want to get rid of all guns and all that other bullshit, right? I just want strict background checks. I don't want lunatics to have guns, right? I just don't. I want stricter background checks. I want them to be enforced, right? I want to get rid of the gun show loophole. And let's stop pretending like it's not a thing. I could go to a gun show and get a fucking gun, right? It could be done. Let's stop acting. Let's stop playing this stupid game like it's not a thing. Yes, it's a thing, okay? And people should have a gun license, okay? They should go to courses to learn how to actually use the thing. There's way too many accidental shootings. And there's just type of weapons you just don't fucking need. And I'm not going to play semantics with you. Okay, I'm not going to play these games of they're not military style. They're not. The military doesn't use that. Okay, it has to shoot at so many bullets per second to be considered military. Shut the fuck up, okay? You don't have to go to school. I know some fucking morons, okay, that know a lot about guns, okay? It doesn't take a genius to know about guns, right? It doesn't. You don't have to go to Harvard to learn how to shoot a fucking machine gun, right? Like you don't have to be this genius to know how to shoot a fucking gun, okay? You just don't. That's why a bunch of fucking losers, okay, end up shooting up schools. Because you don't have to be that good at something to shoot up a school. You just don't. So I'm not here to play these games with you. Okay, stop pretending like you go hunting with some of these weapons. Just stop pretending like that's what you do. All right? I'm tired of playing these games. Okay, I'm tired of this, shall not infringe. They already have an assault rifle ban. Right? Well, what are you talking about? You can't just go buy a bazooka and fucking just carry it around the neighborhood, right? So anyway, but we can't even do that. We just can't do like common sense shit. You know, it's stupid. Anyway. Grape drank. I don't know about billions, but I believe there's more guns than Americans, so it'll be about 400 million guns. Now, with that said, I know it's all over the place, but I just want to talk about y'all's president. All right, he gets a pat in the back for signing a piece of paper and doing the right thing. Okay, like wow, right? Okay, I mean this is insane. Now he already had negative in the bank anyway. Okay, like a party in Georgia Arpaio. Okay, to me isn't like a good thing. Okay, so it's like whatever to me. Okay, but anyway. I want to give a shout out to 78, to Mr. Doc, Tim Salcido, Great Drank, and that's it. All right, guys, this is DStyle. I'm out.